Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary and I talk about faith, marriage and lifestyle. Thank you for joining and thank you for love and support always. If you're new here, you're welcome and feel at home. In today's video, I'll be talking on the topic things you must remember as a single young woman. It is easy to get discouraged and impatient as you wait and wonder if you're ever going to get married. But no, I'm here to tell you that singleness is not a curse. If God's plan for you is to get married, I'm telling you, when that time comes, you get married. Just be patient and wait on God's time, because no, God's time is always the best. So don't be in a hurry just to get married. You know that everybody is getting married does not mean you should get married that time. Just wait on God's time. And as you wait on God's time, develop yourself, and empower yourself, prepare yourself, for the kind of marriage that you want. So in this video, I'm going to share some of the things, some of very important thoughts you must remember as a single young woman. So make sure you watch this video to the end. The first thing you need to remember as a young woman is singleness is not a lesser status. Many singles believe that being single is somehow a lesser status than being married or being in a relationship. But I want you to remember that singleness does not define you as a person. Because God created every person in a unique way and for a unique purpose. Just because you are still single does not mean that your story or your purpose is somehow lesser important than that of a married person or that person in a relationship. Whenever you are tempted to think that singleness is a lesser status, I want you to remember that singleness is not a lesser status. You are not, those that are in marriage or those that are in relationship are not more important than you. Instead of just sitting down or doing nothing with your life, love yourself and serve God as a single young woman. You must utilize this season of your life, because when it comes to marriage, you might not have this, you are not going back in your single life, and you might not have that all privileges as a single young woman. So the first thing you need to remember, just remember that singleness is not a lesser status. Another thing you need to remember as a single person is you must keep asking God for wisdom. This one is very important, because in single, every decision that we make as a single person, every decision you are going to make matters a lot. Being a small or a big decision, it matters a lot. And that is why it is very important as a single person to ask God for wisdom always, because if he has, God has said that if you ask him for wisdom, he'll give you. So it is very important, before you take any step before you make any decision, you need the wisdom of God, because whatever decision you're going to make now in this life as a single person, it has a greater, it has a positive or negative impact on your life. So it is very important, to ask God for wisdom always. You cannot afford to be wise, you are wise, to do things on your own without consulting wisdom from God. So my emphasis to you as a single person, before you make any decision, you need to do it wisely, and that wisdom, you need wisdom from God, and you need to ask him that wisdom. So it is very important as a single person to ask God for wisdom for every decision that you are going to make in life, being small decision or big decision. It is very important, and it has an impact on your life. So it is very important to make that, for you to have a good choice, you need to ask God for wisdom and continually seek him, so that not to miss anything during this time as a single person. I believe that God will give you wisdom as you keep asking and you keep making your decisions, so that you don't make the wrong decisions. Another thing you need to know is as a single person, you need to remember that life is made up of seasons, including singleness. Singleness is just a season, even, so don't just think that if God's plan for you is to get married, I'm telling you, you get married. This is just the season you are passing through, so you cannot afford to waste this season. To every season, or to everything, there is a season, and to everything, there is a purpose under the heaven. That is what the word of God tells us. So it is very important for you to remember that this is just the season you are passing through. It's just a season, not a lifetime thing. So don't waste this period of your life. Utilize it and make sure you use it very well. If you want, the kind of marriage you want, don't wait until you get in a relationship, or until you have that man comes for you to prepare for the kind of marriage you want. You need to prepare for the kind of marriage you want. And if you're asking, or you want to know more, just I have a video on how to prepare for marriage even if you are still single. So make sure you just click on the link in the description to watch that video, and I hope you find it helpful. Another thing you need to remember as a single young woman, singleness gives you time to study the word of God. Everyone, almost everyone is just busy and busy all the time. But you, as a single person, as a single young woman, you have less time, commitments, and responsibilities, so it is easy for you to spend more time to study the word of God. And this is the best time for you, to study the word of God and to grow in your relationship with God. And the more you do that, the more you know God, even the more you know God's plan for you, and it will help you to choose on who to marry. It is very important. The more you grow with God, even the more you know even God, what is saying concerning your life, or concerning your marital life. So it is very important. Don't wait until you get married for you to grow in relationship with God, because this is the time you have a lot of time. You are not sharing your time with anybody. You have just your own time. So don't wait until you have children, there is a husband, and you will not have that much to read the Bible. You will not have that much to study the word of God. So my emphasis as a single person, I want you to remember that this is the best time for you to study the word of God and to grow in your relationship with God. This is the best time for you to serve God more, because as a single person you have time. So do as much as possible for you to study the word of God and to grow in your relationship with God, and to be grateful you did that. Another thing you need to know as a single person is that your life has already begun. Some young women believe that their life is not going to start until they meet that Mr. Right, or they get married. But I'm here to tell you that your life has already begun. Don't waste this precious time in your life by just sitting down and waiting for your future husband. As I said earlier, life is a gift. You cannot afford to waste it just because you are not married. Utilize this time as a single person. Empower yourself, deepen your relationship with God, discover yourself, and do more about yourself as a single person this time. Don't waste this season of your life, and I pray that God will give you that grace. Another thing you must remember this season of your life is it is not bad to make friends. You cannot have friends if you are not friendly. So this is the best time for you to make friends. Go out with your friends. I mean that even if they are male friends, but you do them just to be friends, and to have friends, and to make friends, because you're not going to have a friend if you can't make friends. So, and those among your friends, you can get a spouse. So just make friends. This is the best time for you. Don't just be lonely, sitting alone. You don't want to be with anybody. No, that is not good. This is the best time for you to make friends. Another thing, this is the best time for you to discover your hobbies and your goals, because you have all the time. This is the best time for you to discover what you like and what you want to do in life. So this is the best time to do that. Discover God's purpose for your life this time, and it will help you even when, because if you discover God's purpose of your life now as a single person, it help you to know, to discover who the man you will marry, or the kind of person you want to marry, because the kind of person you marry needs to help you, to achieve your goals and to achieve your purpose. So it is very important, and I pray that God will give you grace. So my last thing, you need to remember as a single young woman is singleness is not a curse. So don't waste this period of your time just because you are not married. Just enjoy your life and have a fulfilled life. And I pray that God will give you grace to do what you need to do as a single person, so that you don't waste this period of your life. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your time. If you have gotten something in this video, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and please make sure you implement whatever that you have learned in this video. And if you have anything you want me to know, don't hesitate to comment in the comment box. And if you have not subscribed, kindly click on the link click on that red button and subscribe, and also at the bell beside there, so that every time I upload a new video, you'll be among those that will be notified. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Bye.